Bladensburg Road in a neighborhood called Fort Lincoln. And right across the street from Fort Lincoln on the Bladensburg roadside, there were a row of small businesses. One of those businesses was a record company called Ted Records. And Ted Records did promotions and worked with bands like EU, Trouble Funk, Reds and the Boys, Mass Extension, Hot Cold Sweat. I spent a lot of time at Ted Records growing up because my dad, John Mercer, worked with the CEO of Ted Records, Max Kidd. Yeah, Max. Give him respect, respect. And my dad was the type of cat who would say, if there's someplace I'm going and I can't take my daughter with me, I ain't got no business being there myself. And he lived that truth. Some cats may have wanted sons more than they wanted daughters, but I never felt that from my dad. See, he would say, come on, Nina, let's go. And I'd be right there with him, no complaint, no hesitation. So I'd be at Ted Records with him after school and on weekends. I can remember taking promotional photos with the bands and being at the music studio late at night. I'd walk up into Max's office and see Chuck Brown standing right there looking all smooth and clean in his leather pants and silk shirt. He'd be talking to all these other cats, local musicians, and they were pressing up their own albums on vinyl, booking their own shows without any major record label supporting them, without any major radio play. They made art irresistible to me. And I take that with me no matter where I go. Around the same time that I was growing up, spending time at Ted Records and learning about go-go and the culture, I was also taking dance classes with Joyce Moso's Creative Dance Company, okay? And my dad, never one to lose sight of any evidence of talent, was like, Nina, you want to be in the Reds and the Boys Moving and Grooving video? And of course I was like, yeah, Daddy, I want to be in the video. I remember we shot that video at the old 930 Club downtown on F Street. And at local parks, you know, just nothing but DC youth shining. And one of the dances we did in the video was called a Happy Feet. It was one of my favorite dances. Y'all remember the Happy Feet? It went like this. What's that dance y'all doing out there? We're doing the Happy Feet. Y'all remember that, right? Yeah. So we about to have another party. But yeah, we just had so much fun, just local kids from DC showing the world our thing. But eventually it got a little more serious for me, see, because by the time I turned 14, I got my first summer youth job with Marion Barry's Summer Youth Employment Program. Y'all remember SYEP, right? I bought my first suede jacket from the downtown Hex off my SYEP check. That was some good money for a teenager back then. But unlike some of the kids that work for SYEP, I really worked. I had to sweat. I was hired as a dancer for the Showmobile program. My dance teacher, Joyce Moso, ran the program for the dancers, training us all summer long in a hot-ass dance studio on Park Road, down the street and around the corner from the Black Hole on Georgia Avenue. So all summer we'd be in there sweating, you know, learning new choreography till we got to August. And when August came, we would join up with the young musicians and vocalists who were also downstairs in the basement on Park Road and put our show together. They would load us up on a blue cheese bus, and we'd run throughout all 4 quadrants of the city, putting on shows on stages for the summer. And let me tell y'all, ain't nothing like putting on a show for a city of people raised on go-go. The stakes was high. There might be some little kids out there throwing pebbles at you or something, you know, trying to scare you, make you run back onto the bus and go home. But we never went home. We always stayed and turned it out. I can remember one of my favorite shows was down Berry Farms in Southeast because Brett from Junkyard was in the audience. And we got to perform for him. And Brett was fine, y'all. So you know we turned it out. We were psyched, okay? Just Chocolate City superstars, just regular teens who understood the power of performance because of go-go, music, and culture. I guess that summer training must have really, really helped me out, because when the second Go-Go Live at the Cap Center came back, my dad said, Nina, you want to get your girls together from Showmobile and put together a routine so y'all can get up on stage with EU? Uh-oh, talk about it. And you know, we were like, yeah. We'd been to the first Go-Go Live at the Cap Center, and our girls, Bryn Carr, were dancing with Lil Benny and the Masters. So we knew how they got down. They worked with us on Showmobile too. So, you know, we got our routine together in the basement down at my house, and then we drove out to the Cap Center and got our matching biker shorts and pants. You know, we got our little tops and everything was matching. We had our sneakers, and we were just all excited. And then we went out there the night of Go-Go Live at the Cap Center, and we were backstage with all of our favorite bands. Lil Benny and the Masters, Chuck Brown and the Soul Searchers, Rare Essence, EU. And when Sugar Bear saw us getting ready, he said, the girls gonna get out there, they just gonna do their thing. He didn't even see us rehearse. He didn't know what we were gonna do. But he had every confidence in us. And we took that confidence that he had in us and let it propel us onto that stage to turn it out. I remember at the end of the night, Sugar Bear would say, ah. And we were over 35,000 people lifted up into the air as one. That is the power of go-go. See, me and my girls had this signature dance we used to like to do. Y'all want to do it with me? Come on, stand up. Come on, stand up. Y'all gonna dance with me. You can't be at a go-go event, you know, and not stand up all throughout the whole night. So y'all stand up. All right, Shannon, can you give me the pocket? All right, you gotta put your arms up.
Y'all come on with it here. Hey, Blue, love it on down. She rolling with it. Lucky for me now, come on. I can't do that one right there.
Oh, baby girl got the moves right here. I see you. Her star is shining bright. You keep that up. So, but what I really come here to tell y'all about is love. You know, my love for go-go. It runs deep because go-go is self-determined, autonomous, resistant music with the power for ritual transformation. And I come here to tell y'all about power, our power. You come into go-go one way, you leave changed, empowered by the lead talker, the pocket, and the crowd. I come here to talk to y'all about the real danger of go-go. People want to talk about the danger of go-go. The real danger of go-go is its ability to build up individuals and pull us together as a community under one music, one culture. See, when folk who don't know where we're coming from see over 35,000 people lifted up into the air, they might get a little scared. But those of us kindred to the culture, we ain't never scared. We're gonna elbow our way to the front and keep it moving. See, when I wrote my first play, because that's what I do, I'm a playwright. When I wrote my first play, I didn't know anything about the theater industry. I didn't have a director, I didn't have a producer. But what I knew is what go-go taught me. And that was that artists put themselves out there. Go-go taught me that it is not within my cultural inheritance to wait for anyone. So I called up my friends and my family, and we put together a production company, and we put the play up ourselves and got it from DC to New York to Trinidad. And that came to me through this culture in this city, from the go-go. No matter what play I write, I'm always inspired by go-go music. I haven't written a play yet that didn't have some go-go in it. And I'm always trying to find ways to bring the audience into the world of my play. Because go-go taught me that there can't be a separation between the performer and the audience, because we're strongest when we're all in it together. Yes, that's what go-go taught me. And I take that with me everywhere I go, everywhere in the world, no matter how far from home. So tell me, where y'all from?